Thank you very much, gentlemen. I have to go with Ramarat as well. I think Nexus probably are on the odds to take this Mirage map. The last 10 times that Forcebuy have played this one, they have won it once. So that's not a very good track record on Mirage, whereas Nexus have a very good track record here on Mirage. This is their map pick, so I feel like this one's going to go to a third map. It's going to be pistol round coming on through. Tech9 raid boss on Cosmine for Nexus. And here we are, the strategy that we have talked about just on the desk for a few more seconds. Nexus actually going to go with underpass control as well, looking for Yalkin, but SXC is going to start things off, taking down Netric. Is going to come mostly down to this middle defensive coming in from Yalkin. Spots at the first, looks for the second headshot onto Cosmine, taps away. He's able to find it as well. Actually, the man advantage swings back to the favor of Forcebuy, and now they have to go towards the B side. It is open. They're going to get a bomb down. They're going to try to see if they can set the retake up against Forcebuy, and there is no defuse kit here for these guys as Jaxi takes down Yalkin. He's down now on a 3-on-3 and a retake for Forcebuy.
Can't deny the bomb plant, and they have two players coming in market. KS is going to try to make the jump. If he misses it, that's almost round. So he will be able to hit it. KS is going to start the push. SXC is the only one in B apps. He's going to be shoulder peeking this one out. Spots out Larson. Forcebuy have to go. Well, the kit, they're starting the push in now. They're going to trade 1-for-1. Jax cleans it up, and XLO gets the last 3K for Jax. That Glock work is beautiful. He's actually the one with bomb to wide swing on site to find the one catwalk. And it was disgusting. The double Glock didn't clean it up. And it was just a flopped retake from Forcebuy. They took their time. I actually would have liked to have seen them maybe not go for that catwalk pressure, because that was about 10 seconds off the clock that they just couldn't spare without a kit. I think just pushing out market altogether might have worked out better for them. And now it's just going to be Forcebuy the Eagle Army across the board. And Yalkin's going to start it off hot. BTN's down. Nexus, one member down already. Sick 1D. As Forcebuy is just going to hold now. They have a couple players holding connector, one player catwalk, 2 into B. Pressure's on Nexus.
Now Yalkin can land some serious heads, so the Deagle in his hands does not surprise me. This Deagle's out for everyone on the Forcebuy side, so long-range fights must be a must here for the CTs. Got presence in the connector. Yalkin, of course, holding out from the short area. Expecting pushes to come in from the Nexus side thick and fast, and if they can get in close in their face, then these Deagles may be relatively ineffective unless they just spam away and hope for a lucky shot. But Yalkin's playing a little bit more tactically than that. Does take a first face, but still takes Jaxi. Does get traded out there. KS comes through, and SXC's there to trade him back as well. So 2 versus 3. Actually, the man advantage for the Forcebuy side, and if Larson can get his one-on-one with Cosmine, then that'll be great. Tobacco takes the kill anyway, down to 1 HP for him, and SXC now with a bit of work to do. He actually will burn Tobacco away in the Molotov. Nicely done. There's not much that he could have done in that situation other than push out and potentially get taken by the AK. Anyway, still got to do with Larson on the side. I don't think he realizes this is coming on through. Takes down Netric. Doesn't know that Larson is still there back behind the bench. If he goes for this bomb plant, this can be Larson getting himself a very nice cheeky kill here. Spams away, double dig, and takes a pistol round. A conversion round stolen from Nexus. And on the board for Forcebuy first.
I'm going to jump on the Forcebuy train. Those shots are sick with the pistols. Oh, that's a cute spray. I haven't seen that yet. That's very kawaii, James. Or Jay. James. Called you James.
That's not the first time someone's made that mistake.
It's I apologize. I owe you a brewski. But other than that, I'm not feeling too bad about it. But because Forcebuy, my boys, picking up with the Deagles. So 1-to-1, and Nexus are going to buy back into it. So we're in this weird situation where Nexus get pistol. Forcebuy are going to buy up after being able to get the Forcebuy on top of Nexus. I need to come up with a new word for an eco, a investment. I'm just going to call it an investment instead of Forcebuy now, because it becomes very awkward with their name being Forcebuy. But it's exactly what they did there, and they pick up the round over Nexus, who are now going to go for an execution. Baco's going to molly and fall back, but Forcebuy have numbers here.
They have numbers, but they have got them health advantage as well above Nexus. 14 and 44 on SXC and Jaxi. It's not looking great for their health. They've been tagged up so hard, they have to rethink their strategy. They have to go back around and wrap around back towards the A site. If not, go for mid control. More likely to go for a ramp, I think, if anything else. The health is just not allowing Nexus to take those right range pieces. In fact, even Netri's going to see if he can shut them down before they even get started. He does peek out and get tagged up to 47 HP. Now, as the push comes in from the Nexus side, he's going to get backed up by his teammate KS. Nexus is going to have to go quick here. Forcebuy can shut this down. If the 2 players on A site can shut this down before the bomb is allowed to get on site, then this could be from from the Forcebuy team. BTN's going to take first base, taking down KS. Rotations are coming in thick and fast from the rest of the CTs. BTN with 2 opening first picks. It's a 3 versus 5, but Yarkin's got the cross locked out, looking for BTN. Tags him up, but doesn't take him down. The SXE is also close to 3 with 14 HP. He can't win this fight as Larson takes down Cosmin as well. It's back to a 3-on-3. Bombs out towards Firebox. Jackson holding face, waiting for his opportunity here. Zello brings on through, gets taken down. Jackson with a quick trade, it's back to a 2-on-2. Yarkin comes in, finally gets the second on the board. And Jackson's now the only man to defend the retake against the Forcebuy side. Bombs are going to go down, planted for default. He's going to make his way in towards CT, expecting Forcebuy to come from there, but they're coming in from jungle. He's going to hear the footsteps. It's actually very doable for Jackson. He's going to put out Arkin. 11 HP, takes him down. Spots at tobacco as well and almost takes him down as well. It's only 3 HP left for him. A very close round, but Forcebuy will just barely cinch their second.
That was a really weird round. Extremely back and forth. Nexus go for what a little... They go for a buy, and the little bit of utility they have, they use it towards B, and then they get a bad feeling about it and fall back. And then Forcebuy are looking at really good in that situation. They have the HP advantage, they have positioning. They almost threw it away. In the positions they were playing towards A ramp, where KS was playing in Cubby by A ramp, Netric kind of failed the bait for him. They both die for it. But Nexus neglect the pressure coming in from Catwalk and CT together. And this round's already going to start off well for them as they get both openings. That nade's going to deal significant damage on the Cosmin as Forcebuy go up 2-1. Boys, never sleep on Forcebuy. I like it. First time watching them, and I'm already impressed. Nexus, I've been fans of them, but it's been a rough go. It's been a rough ask. Playing with a stand-in in map 1 and getting eco'd early on in the game is always painful.
And you got to imagine how thrown these guys are, losing Zello at the beginning and now getting them back here. The team combos tried to adapt, and now it's got to readapt again. Because right now they seem to be struggling to do that. In fact, Forcebuy going to get themselves a couple of first picks. 3K from Larson. Like, how do you do something like that? That was disgusting. The beautiful AWP play. Like, how do you get something like that on the board? Either way, Larson will do some serious work for his team, get themselves a 3K. And a third round on the board for Forcebuy. Of course, rifle round is the first one coming up here. AWP and 4 AKs out for Nexus. Jaxi most likely going to be playing in towards this baited switch, in towards the middle area, trying to look for that first pick, see if he can take down Larson if he can. That'd be beautiful, but actually Forcebuy going to respond back with mid-aggression of their own. One player did push up. KS going to retreat back towards the middle area into connector. And just back away, hoping that Nexus try to take that mid control and see if he can shut them down with the UMP in his hands. Not going to happen so quickly yet with the Nexus 3 players in behind the top mid stack. They can try and take mid control at the end of the day, and a good grenade from Yarkin is going to tag up some serious damage on Nexus.
That was a chunky one. Shout out to Campbell's, those chunky meals. Campbell's, man. Saviors. You don't know how to cook, it's Campbell's. So, thank you, Campbell's, for making me seem like a decent chef. It's not like anyone else eats it but me. As Forcebuy are going to work their way very... They've contested mid early with the flash peaks, and now they're just content to sit and wait. Cosmin gets spotted from tobacco. Player on the balcony is going to swing, but he has to be careful. And Yelkin's going to rotate, gets the one tap on SXE, and now he's just going to sit here, allow his teammates to do work. The upper will fall as it is just a brawl all over the place. Yelkin's going to try and bring it back, but now he's the last one remaining. Looking for the 3K, or looking for the second is Cosmin, and actually he will get it. So not a 3K, a 2K. But Nexus, they get out mid. It was contested early on from Forcebuy. They don't get a frag for it. And then it gives room for Nexus to get out A ramp and work up towards connector 3-2. And Forcebuy are going to go for an investment here. They get out to M4s. They op out into Larson, which is kind of the key in this situation. The glass cannon op. And Netric will go ahead and get a UMP with tobacco. And look at the jump. So he gets the catwalk quick. They're not going to be ready for this. Larson is doing such a good job switching up his positioning and just being so deadly with the op. He doesn't miss.
Nexus couldn't have expected that. Nexus couldn't have expected that play from Larson. Like, how many times do you expect someone to come out from the sniper rest area in towards short and get that particular angle? Nexus were entirely trained to take out the player in sniper nest and now, here comes Nexus on towards the site. 4 versus 3. Immediately, KS tagged up hard as well. Will go falling. And just like that, the man of Virus swings back to the favor of Nexus. Bombs on its way towards middle. If Yarkin can drop this one, it might save them a few seconds for Forcebuy, but not going to happen so far. They're just charging their way in towards the A site. can get the bomb down, set up the retake. Yalkin's still going to take on the first. SXE comes through and takes him back out of the action. AWP for the man with the triple kill. See if he can make it a quad on Tobacco. But Tobacco in towards the sniper nest area. Just going to be looking for those exits. If he can take down SXE, see if he can drop that AWP, take it back for his team. And maybe there will be a chance for him here. Forcebuy on the ropes in terms of money. No opportunity to buy back in the next round. It looks like it will be Eco and Nexus might take back their lead. But for now, it will be a 3-for-3 here coming in for Nexus. Tobacco's going to take down SXE and see if he can get that AWP. This is going to be great for him, actually. This will be perfect if he can get this. If you can just hold on to it to the end of the round, and that'll be, well, I think the best thing that they could have come out with, considering how awfully that round went when it came into the push onto the A site. So Cosmin goes challenging, and Tobacco actually takes him down as well. So that's one more rifle at the hands of Nexus. A very expensive round from both sides here. A Forcebuy, a chance here. Are they going to go ahead and try force around it, see if they can get some good pistols? I believe they will.
Yeah, they definitely should. They know it's been a really weird game so far with it when it comes to the economy standpoint, and they know they've dealt damage to Nexus there. They keep one player alive, so Nexus have little to no money as well. It's a great force. If they don't get the op, they save. But getting the op, it's justified to force around it, especially when it's in Larsen's hands. Because this is a heads-up smart force play. It's never going to get through this 5-7. He gets one and deals damage. As KS is going to need some help momentarily. He gets shot from Palace. As it's all on Larsen to kind of lock us down from jungle. Smokes come out. Molly to keep player in CT at bay. As Nexus get the site, Forcebuy are going to play for retakes. If this UMP gets close and Yalchin is able to get an opener, I mean, anything is possible.
Man advantage for Forcebuy now. They're coming back pretty nicely. This Forcebuy has gone so well for them. Last also spots the information on Cosmin. Backs off not to lose the AWP. He needs to put it into great effect, and Cosmin now just trying to shift into a decent position, see if he can get a jump on the CTs in towards CT spawn. Bomb goes down for the advantage. Who's going to take the lead? Forcebuy looking to set up a very good retake, and this could be very, very good if they can take down Zello as well. KSLP gone through. Nice, $600 for him. Gets taken up to 15 HP, however. Still got to worry about that. It's a 2 versus 4 on Cosmin. His AK's got to go absolutely huge. Spots at the first. Larsen goes forward. Now the Eagle going to come in from Yalkin. He does take him down. Cosmin takes down KS meanwhile. Now he's going to go for the Ninja. Ken Jackson takes down his last kill. He's very unlucky. He's spraying away. Gets a lot of tank damage, but Tobacco comes around and back up his teammate. Beat a body block in case the spray comes in for second face, but he takes the kill anyway, and Forcebuy a very nice round will net themselves a 4th.
Super clean retake from Forcebuy. They put 2 players CT, 2 players to come out from jungle, and they isolate the player under balcony. He's able to get the first kill on the player's site, but just due to the position, it's an easy trade for them. Smoke on the bomb, defuse, bait out the A-ramp player, can't find the shots, and Larsen is he's heating up. This man is not playing around anymore. The death said how good he is, and now we get to really see it on full display. Someone in the chat mentioned he watched this team play yesterday as well, and he was just blown away by how good Larsen is with that op. And it's just being put on display as Tobacco's just going to find the last 2 with the help of Yalkin. So, I mean, Forcebuy are looking super sharp. They finally tilted the odds in their favor. Nexus will get a buy, but it's going to be another buy that lacks some utility, lacks that kind of oomph, the power, and or the bass, if you will, I guess, if you want a music reference. But Nexus are going to be on the Galil with 4 AKs. Forcebuy are looking super sharp right now.
Yeah, Larsen's been part of many a Danish lineup over the years here. He's been the backbone of many AWPs. I remember seeing him playing. Once again, you know, referring back to something that Flakes mentioned, playing for Reason Gaming way back in a few months ago when he was playing for that particular organisation. He was going absolutely one of the best players for them. So now we're going to see if we can put that into effect for this mix here, 4-on-4 now. As they execute on towards A site, and now just trading pretty evenly for a 2-2. Bomb's going to get planted eventually. They're just trying to see if they can get a little bit more control of the site here as the CTs have a decent lock. Netric peeks around, takes down, tries to take down Cosmin, but Cosmin takes him back. He's back to a 2-on-2 as Yalkin's going to take him right out of the action in connector. And 2 CTs coming in for the Forcebuy side from jungle and from connector. Jackson and CT trying to see if he can just push him a little bit further away and push Shallow away, but he still peeks out onto KS, takes him down. Now it's all Yalkin. 3K clutch for the man. If he can find his 1v2, it would be beautiful to shut down Zell to start things off, and it's not going to happen. Zell takes him out of the action, and a 4th round comes on the board barely for the Nexus side. And Forcebuy, Well, the economy's actually looking a lot better than I expected it to be, actually. They can get this Nye up here, and I think they will. AWP's out, M4 should follow. Yalkin going to get himself out of FAMAS, and no real utility base play. I would like to see the UMP with a full set. But they got themselves 5 smokes, they got themselves 3 flashbangs. They got themselves a decent amount out here, not compared to the Nexus side, but Nexus are going to go for full range mid-aggression, see if they can get themselves set up.
I figured out how Forcebuy ticks. Whenever Larson has money to get an op, or they save an op, they're gonna buy. As long as there's an op out on Larson, they're gonna force buy. And if they're in an awkward situation and they know that Nexus might be able to be broken, they're gonna force buy. So force buy love to buy, but they also know when to eco, and that was on display in Cobblestone. As that peek from KS and gonna net the first kill onto BTN, Tobacco's gonna jump spot this, and that's bomb. So he's gonna have to be careful. He gets a smoke out, and look at Larson from Catwalk. Great rotation, and he's got 2. He's looking for the 3rd, but he doesn't need it as Netric is gonna shut down Cat. Excello around the corner, and Larson's here to party. It's kind of a rave right now for Forcebuy as they're just getting everything going, and Larson is 14-6. It doesn't go without a nice support play from his teammates, of course, but Yalkin, you can put him in the same boat, 13-6. Forcebuy looking super good on the CT side. And it's interesting that Nexus started on the T side as well, so makes you think.
Larson once again starting things off in that mid push here. It's going to be rush eco from Nexus, see if they can get any picks in favour. It's just not going to happen in this case as they get cleaned up nice and quickly from the Forcebuy side. 7-4 will be their CT side so far. And again, just down to Larson's first pick with the AWP and just getting backed up by all his teammates, like you said. He is top fragger in the server, 15 kills in 12 rounds. Of course, Yalkin also, like you say, within that same sort of range of good fragging. And here, Forcebuy can be extremely deadly now. 2 AKs in their favor, 1 taps aplenty, and Nexus going to go with a half buy. Tech-9s, 3 smokes, 2 flashbangs. This could be a B-site hit, and it could go very, very well. We've seen very few B-site hits coming out from Nexus. They just need to find the angles. They just need to find the Tech-9 headshots. They just need to be able to put those into effect. Zello is the least... What's it? I'm not sure what the word is, but he's got no Kevlar, so he's going to be the weakest player on the Nexus side. And now Tobacco will start things off, taking down the first, and the second comes on through. He's going to get flanked from 2 different angles, so SXC is going to take him right back out of action. But there's Yalkin there to back him up there with the trader. 2 versus 4. The bomb will go down for Nexus, but I think that's all they were really looking for. Tech-9s versus Rifles. Rifles win every single time. They just got to see if they can do some extra damage on the board at this point, and they will check out charging onto Yalkin, but Netric comes in the back from the short area, and now Larson going to see if he can add his nice 1 USP. No matter what, you can give this man any sort of gun, and he's just got the accuracy of an aimbot. The USP, just flick onto the head, just give him it. 8-4, Forcebuy win the half. Off the back of a Nexus Tech-9 buy. Let's see what they get off this one. It's going to be a quick pause coming on through here. And this is actually going to be a tactical pause. This is smart. This is very smart from Nexus. They've got the economy. They're going to figure out their buy. They're going to figure out their tactics. They're going to slowly think this next one through, because if Forcebuy really get on the board, we could be seeing 11-4 half. And for Nexus, when this is their map pick, that's not how you want to start.
Yeah, Nexus, they've had some questionable buys. The buys they've gotten so far this half, this one's going to be a strong one just due to the loss bonus starting to tick up. This is 3-round loss now, so this buy is going to be strong, and it was a full eco plus bomb plant. So this is going to be a full buy with utility. The one thing Nexus have been lacking on this T side is how to play without full utility. It's been kind of weird, not weird, but it's been kind of flubby from Nexus, where when they don't have too much utility, like maybe 3 smokes, 1 molly, a couple flashes and nades, kind of the typical when you're hovering around the point to buy but not feeling too comfortable about it. Nexus just get kind of worried and frantic when they don't have so much utility, and they try to force these engagements, try to force the fights, and none of them are going their way. So I'd like to see Nexus kind of tighten it up and figure out what's going on when they don't have utility. This time they have utility, and we'll see if it's going to work out for them.
Mid-control being gathered by Nexus once again. It looks like it's going to be an A split coming on through here. I don't think we've seen this yet out of Nexus. Let's see if this next on their 5th. And a very good score if they want to. KS will be first on the chopping blockers. BTN takes him down. Cosmin comes up with the haven't spot out Yalkin yet. He drops the bomb. Takes a second. No, BTN takes him out of the action. But Larson still got a Tech-9 in his hands. And AWP as well. Spots at the second. The flashbang come on through. He will put the balls That's just defend them for a little bit more of a second. SXE, good flick from Larson now, but he's the last man alive. 1 versus 2 situation. Quad kill clutch if he can make it. Aggressive, but Jaxi has got the angle locked out. It will be a 5th round on the board for Nexus. It's an explosive round. In with the mid control, immediately in with a push up towards Connector. And net themselves. Not a good round against Forcebuy. Forcebuy going to be forced back into another double orb settles actually coming through here. This is going to be very interesting now. They're going to respond back with more firepower. KS will be holding down mid, and Larson's going to reposition to hold down. Actually, this is double orb in mid. This could be very deadly for Nexus. They don't expect this at all.
And doesn't look like they're ready for it. Larson's got another opener. This guy, I'd love to see his ADR. I think he has frag around, if not more right now. Yeah, he's sitting on 19. We're 14 rounds in, so he's just having one hell of a game whenever he has the op. Even when he doesn't, his pistols are good. As Tabaco's gonna get taken down from Jax. Cosmine pushing into B apps, and that's all the B pressure dealt with. So they have full B control. The only player that can really push out and deal with this is Yalking. He's playing towards ladder room, but he's gonna be stuck and held back for now. Larson gets caught. Nice shot from Jax. Spots his shoulder. This might be a save call coming in from Forcebuy. I think it'd be the smart play. If Netrick stays alive here, he can drop it up over to Larson, and I mean that's a worth investment.
Yeah, this has not gone well for Forcebuy. They wanted a double up setup to hold down the defensive in middle, and I think they put a little bit too much commitment in mid when there was Nexus covering off every single angle with smokes and good use of utility. So once Forcebuy couldn't get those first picks with the AWPs, that was just it. That was them falling to pieces, just man after man, you know, getting rid of the B pressure, getting on towards the B site for Nexus. And Forcebuy, you know, yeah, it makes sense to call out a save here. Save 2 rifles, drop an AWP in the next one. Nexus will get away with 1 AWP back into this next round, but they have lost 3 players down to the bomb explosion, so it will be a reset round coming in for both sides here. And Forcebuy living up to their namesake. 2 M4s, AWP, AK, and the UMP out for Tobacco. AWP on Jaxi, and then the AKs will be forced to form around for the Nexus lineup here. And he's going to see him take down Larson. That's beautifully done from Jaxi. This could shut down Forcebuy. This could be Forcebuy shut out already as Larson can't get that first pick. He can't run wild with the AWP, and now the man advantage swings back to the favor of the T side. All 4 of the remaining players from Nexus who aren't in mid will now try and see if they can set up for an A site execution potentially here. I'm a little bit timid about it, but I think it will come through, and there will be 2 players to defend in the form of Netrick and the form of KS. Here it comes, smokes, flashbangs. It's going to be A.
Looking like it. Jax smart played across in the mid smoke, and he actually jumps up on the mid double boxes, and he catches Larson with his nade in his hand. So that's the one way to take down the deadly outburst of Larson. KS picks it up, and it is going to be a Netrick. He needs to hold on here. He needs to worry about Palaces. He may get smoked off. He's going to wide swing first. Ramp gets the first. Looking for more, but BTN is not going to allow that to happen. As KS with the op in CT spawn is looking to find something, but look at Jax up catwalk. Sneaky, beaky like as the bomb won't get denied. So that's a risky play from KS, but an immediate trade as the bomb is now safely going to get planted triple. Tobacco with the flank. And with Jax tagged up, this is not out of the realm of possibility for him.
Got a UMP peeking on through. It takes a dink, but, well, out of the realms of possibility, Cosmine going to make that statement entirely flip back on its head. 8-7 scoreline, a very close scoreline once again here on Mirage. But Forcebuy could have very easily had themselves in with a 9-6. Their main key factor that they just completely ignored was mid-control. From that, the AWP from Jaxi could come around and take down the player in connector. And from that, Forcebuy just fell to pieces. It was KS with the AWP, jumped up towards the ticket booth, tried to look for that one pick, and he just got traded immediately, as you said. So a 1 versus 3 Tobacco, not like you said, not outside of the realm of possibility, but still he did end up falling, and it will be 7th round on the board for Nexus. Now here it comes, Forcebuy on the T side, going in with Deagles, Glocks, couple of Molotovs, only 2 Kevlars for these guys, and it looks like they're going to be mostly relying on their own aim duels and picks, and Nexus also with the full armor USP buys here. No utility, no diffuse kit on their side as well. And SXE is going to be relying on his aim punch to see if he will take down Tobacco to start things off. Spots out Netrick as well. Bomb's not been positioned just yet. It is in middle. But either way, Nexus net themselves in with a first pick, 5-on-4.
Forcebuy, interesting play here, as Yelking will be the one with a molly. There's a Deagle out on KS. He's just going to sit and hold jungle. Nexus with 2 players in CT spawn. This is good considering they won't have a kit. So even if they get forced out of this position, they're in a strong retake position, not wasting too much time. The molly gets thrown. Bomb's gonna try to cross. Yelking is playing a risky game, so the bomb's gonna go down. Backside triple. Larson's gonna get it out of there. So Nexus with the position to make this retake reality. And Yelking's going on the long flank. He's gonna try to get all the way to connector. Well, Larson will hold as a ramp position and tap from Jax. As Jax is looking for more, KS has to be careful, but Yelking has to put on the Yeezys. He's got to sprint all the way here as it's planted for him, and he's the last one remaining. And I think Jax heard him coming up catwalk. He did, and he's just going to tap him. Jax with the taps. That's 3, and Nexus will tie us at 8. They'll pick up their CT side pistol. And it wasn't from a lack of trying from Forcebuy. They definitely tried. It's just Nexus with positioning in CT. They felt comfortable to concede the site. They knew they didn't have kits. The numbers were there, and they just tapped up away.
8-8 here. This is very good from Nexus. They can take back the lead against Forcebuy in this round here. Probably looking for the conversion rounds. Forcebuy, of course, living up to their namesake. They did get a bomb plant, but they're going to opt for the Tech 9s, the Deagles, the P250s, all the good works of a standard good pistol force. This T side, let's see if they can put the aggression on the board here against the Nexus side. 2 players up in apps, 1 in middle, 2 more out towards ramp and palace for the A site. So decent split coming in from Forcebuy, but I would like to see them form up and try to see if they can put the pistol damage more on the board against Nexus than anything else. 2 players on B will be there to defend it for Nexus meanwhile. That is Cosmine and SXE. Though Cosmine taking more of a passive angle while SXE is holding back towards the bench area. And look at this, 2 smokes coming on out here. Flashbangs and a plenty utility. Just see if they can try to pull the rotation away. Actually, this is very, very smart because they have pulled away 2 players. And now it's going to be all BTN to defend as the bomb's coming in from underpass in towards connector. And BTN's got all the information. He knows he's there. He's watching across. Let's see if he can try to take down Yalkin. Sprays onto Netric and takes the wall banger. Headshot beautifully done. Now he knows where the bomb is. Zella's going to come and take down KS. It's a 3 versus 5. Forced by a brilliant strategy, but it's all going to go south. It's all going to go wrong. Yal get the bomb down. Tobacco takes back 1 headshot. Spamming his way, trying to take down Zella, but Zella sprays his way 2K. Jaxi comes in, takes down Yalkin. It's all Larson. 1 versus 4 to come up huge or come up dead, and Cosmine will take him out of the action. The 9th round. A good strategy from Forcebuy, just didn't end up going their way.
Well, they do get another bomb plant, so Forcebuy buy into that. I don't think they're going to go for pistols here, I imagine. As it is a tech pause coming in from Nexus. The birdie in my ear whispered and let me know it is a TeamSpeak issue. So they'll get that sorted relatively quickly. Forcebuy, although their name may hint to them buying here, I think it is just going to be pistols. They want the out and Larson to get that T-side pressure, to get the opening picks towards mid, post up towards B, go A-ramp, whatever Larson likes to do. Because the nice thing about having a Deddy Opper, you can base the positions on spawn. You can really say, you can say your Opper's feeling comfortable, he's feeling in the game, he has 20 frags. He can really go wherever he needs to be. And they can spawn bases. So if he gets in a ramp pick, he can go A. He can lock down that side of the map, tries to get the opener mid, B, etc. So I think it's just gonna be some pistols. I'd even like to just see only a smoke investment and just full save. That guarantees the op with armor. That guarantees AKs with full utility. So I'd like to see maybe just some smokes, some flashes, just try to get another bomb plant down. Nexus, on the other hand, they've done a good job to buy them into those M4s. They only lost 1 in the previous round. They lost 2, so they kept 3 members alive. So their economy is still a little on edge. BTN realizes this. Gonna go for the UMP, knowing it's probably more than likely just gonna be a save from Forcebuy.
And Forcebuy will get themselves a little bit of utility at least. So most likely pistol execution for the A side. There's only 1 smoke to work with here. Yalkin's going to get that one out for him, but 3 flashbangs can see if they can blind off vision from the Nexus side very quickly in towards this push here. Nexus will go for some aggression of their own. BTN with the UMP spotting out 1 small gap, and that's all he needs to spray down 2. Nicely done. Now Larson just has to go ahead and peek on through, so he can take down 1s and on through, and just like that, it's just going to get mopped up. There wasn't really much Forcebuy in this round anyway, so Nexus 10 rounds, pistol and the conversions to their favor, and now it will be the buyback coming in from Forcebuy the rifle round of the half. 3 AKs. Larson can get out an AWP. Indeed, he will opt for that one. He's playing for picks. He's playing to try and see if he can use that gun to his advantage because he can do it. He's going in towards middle where he strives on this map. He's going to go ahead and try to see if he can take down Jaxi, which will be a great starter if he can find it here. Meanwhile, two players also on the T side looking for a couple of rotation away from the A side. Indeed, they actually will. Bombs on his way up towards B. This is smart from Forcebuy. They pulled all of Nexus back away. There's 4 players to defend this A site and only one up in apps to try and hold it down for B. Last, meanwhile, finally getting that first pick onto Jaxi. He's held off the rotation from middle, and now Forcebuy with a perfect opportunity to plant the bomb. Now it still will be SXE trying onto Tobacco. Cosmin comes onto Netric, and just like that, the Forcebuy side start to fall apart to pieces. 3 versus 3 as KS comes through. SXE's got some aggression onto Yalkin. And Forcebuy now, man disadvantage. AWP watching across and Larson can't land this shot. It was so good. Once again, a great strategy, but it just comes up south. Now KS in a 1 versus 3. Cosmin's coming up for the backstab. SXE just has to hold out and keep him suppressed from getting that bomb plant. And this should be all over for Forcebuy. Looks like it will be 11th round on the board for Nexus SXE. 8 HP on KS. This has all gone so wrong so quickly for the T's.
KS can do in this situation, get spotted or get dealt with. That round solely rested on the shoulders of SXE. He won the round for Nexus. There's no other way to put it. Forcebuy had a beautiful strat where 2 players throw smokes towards a ramp. They pull a rotation. They get Nexus fully committed to throwing their own utility back to counter nade, counter flash towards a ramp and Palace. Only for 3 players to run up catwalk from Forcebuy. And SXE getting aggressive. As soon as he spots catwalk players, he pushes up into B apps, gets 1 player, gets an AK. He gets 2 frags, the dink on the 3rd, and he just did all the heavy work for Nexus. SXE, I talk praise about him towards B, winning the round for his team previously, but he gives it M4 over Tobacco, but Nexus should clean this up and get to 12. Unless Netric and Tobacco have something to say about it, but bomb down top mid. Nexus have the positioning. Tobacco will clean him up, but I don't see Nexus throwing this one away.
Nah, bombs out towards middle. Netric has to pick it up and he has to run the hell over to the B site because CTs are closing in. They know it's going to be a B site bomb plant. They realize probably at this point that they haven't got the bomb actually on the site itself. They probably realize that Netric's probably just picking it up out towards that top mid area, and you can see the aggression is coming out in towards that middle, trying to see if they can get CT mid control. So Netric playing carefully. He realizes that this bomb going down would mean that Forcebuy don't get any extra economy, so he wants to get this one down. But if he waits too long, then Tobacco could get overwhelmed here. He's got himself the M4, sure. But if all 3 players rush in, then this could be easily done for the Nexus side. Tobacco will take first phase. Jackson gives him the 1v1, but the grenade lands right on his head. Takes him out of the action. Molotov stops the bomb from coming on through, but Netric comes in with a deagle, and actually this swings round to being doable. AWP versus deagle. Most powerful rifle versus most powerful pistol, and Netric will now look for the first face. Picks up an M4, trying to see if he can take down Zello, but he's got no ammo. He's got to reload very quickly. Zello trying to see if he can land just 1 shot with the AK. He needs 1 head. That's all it is. Fake flash. Netric goes peeking out the other hand side, but Zello still wins out the duel. It will be a 12th round on the board for Nexus, but it was a very close shave.
Jeez. Down to the grain. 12 to 8. Forcebuy. I'm going to go ahead and invest into this round to include an op out on Larson. So loss bonus has accumulated. They've gotten 3 bomb plants in the last 5 rounds too. So the 5 rounds of this half gotten 3 plants in it. So the max loss, the bomb plant in the previous round. AK's op out. As Xello is going to get his own op out. This is the flash. He actually gets the second flash that's on the money, but now he's too scared to go peek in towards connector. There's a molly there. It's going to keep him back. Forcebuy going to fight out towards top mid, and Cosmin gets caught peeping. He gets caught. Was trying to tie his shoes there on the sign. He's looking towards underpass, although it is a miss smoke, but his teammates got his back towards window. They're going to work their way up cat, and there's no one holding this cross watching from connector, so Xello is just going to hard rotate into market. Forcebuy giving catwalk for free and look for KS to start to push up into B apps. That's a tell sign they're going to commit to this.
4 players alive, but Zello's still got an AWP. Doesn't manage to put the first shot into play, but second flick face onto Netric. Drops the bomb as well. All the information for the CT side. Now KS and Yolking is either going to try and back. The AWP still playing close range angles, and Zello's going to be able to get himself a double. BTN cross-locked, spots out KS, knows where he is. He knows that there's one other team player to try and defend against it, and indeed Nexus will win out the man advantage. All on Yolkin. 28 HP, 1v2. Got to land some one-taps, got to land some heads. and Zello knows exactly where he is. 3k for him in a round. A beautiful hold from Nexus, and I think a bit of a misplay from Forcebuy, putting that bomb all the way up towards the top. The first man in, dropping that one very quickly, ends up meaning that, well, Nexus have all the info they need to lock out the angles and to shut down any take from the Forcebuy side. And Forcebuy, 4-round loss bonus, 5 max. Actually, 6 rounds they've lost so far in a row, so they will, of course, buy into this next round. AKs, 1 UMP for Larson. Very surprising amount. They need to put that AWP into effect, but Larson's really not shown up in this half that much at all here. Stacking towards middle, 2 players on the A side as well, looking for what initially looks like an A side split. However, Zello going to start things off, taking down Larson. A poor start from the Forcebuy side.
That's Rick. Good frag there to bring it back. KS gets the molly in, so Weekend's gonna have to fall back into CT with his teammate Jax. KS gonna smoke connector, but Cosmina just found 2 of the easiest frags he'll find all day towards jungle. He catches 2 people sleeping as he pushes into his direction. Gets 2, picks up an AK and sits and waits. They have the man advantage. They can allow the bomb to get planted. Hits are not an issue. Bomb goes down. I think Chaos got spotted close CT. Chaos is thinking about pushing through this. Gonna wait for the smoke to dissipate. Yeah, he did get spotted from Jax. That was disgusting too to end it. So Nexus are really close to pushing this to a 3rd map. And Forcebuy, their T side is just kind of flopped over.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether to put that down to a bad T side from Forcebuy or a great CT side from Nexus, but either way, Forcebuy haven't got a single round in this half. Let me make that clear. It's been 7 rounds so far here in the second half, and they haven't scored a single one. They've been stuck on 8 rounds since they ended off the half advantage, so this has not gone well for them. AK is now in play. We may be looking likely to see a second map here from the Nexus side. Oh, sorry, a 3rd map here from the Nexus side, excuse me. AWPs, AKs, M4 UMP in play for the CTs. And a full AK buy from Forcebuy. Limited utility, they have got 4 smokes, however, and Zello is watching the AWP cross. He's expecting him to come, he's expecting Forcebuy to come through here, and if he lands this one shot, then it will be a great start for him here. Zello takes the first, tobacco goes falling. It's a 5-on-4 already. Nexus have themselves a man advantage. Cosmic comes in on Larson, takes him down. Jackson's going to get challenged on from the close range angles. And 6 HP. He'll barely stay alive, but he takes him back. 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2 as Cosmic takes him back. It's now all KS and Yalkin now the lone man. 1v4. Molotov may take down BT, and he will be able to do that much, but bombs away. It's in here. Nexus know it. You know that he cannot win this round. It's 15-8. Nexus. A flawless CT half. Could it really be true? Could they really bring us map 3 on this particular circumstance against Forcebuy? This will be embarrassing for the Danish side.
Yeah, Nexus have just had really good retakes. They're willing to allow Forcebuy to get in the site. Even though Nexus get the opening pick, they'll just play retake. Even when they don't get the opening pick. Go for the quick connector, first mid. Yeah, it's been very choppy for Forcebuy. And look at the opener already from Excello. Just needs the top of the head. He might get a second. What a shot. Excello's nutty. He's back and he's making an impact as Nexus about to pick this one up.
2v5. It's all gone so wrong for Forcebuy. It's 16-8. Nexus bring us to a 3rd map here in our best of 3 series. This is how we wanted to see this kind of thing.